So good morning, everyone. I'm standing outside the home of my dear friend Barbara Kaplan, and we are in Queens. I'm picking Barbara up, jumping in the car, heading into Brooklyn to pick up Teresa DiRienzo, who is my other dear friend, and we are going to make a day of it. I'm going to try to find New Hope, Pennsylvania. Now, this is going to be quite the adventure. This is going to be the episode where I introduce you to two of my dearest friends. Both are professional caregivers. Teresa's a nurse specializing in gerontology. Barbara specializes in Alzheimer's disease. We really want to talk about some of the issues we faced as professional caregivers and what we're doing to take good care of ourselves, which is essentially not enough, but it should be fun. They're both pretty amazing. And we are quite the little representative of New York. Teresa's blonde, Barbara's a brunette, I'm a redhead. Teresa's Catholic, Barbara's Jewish, and I'm Buddhist. So we are New York, and it should be quite the little adventure going to find New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Thelma. I'm Louise. We're gonna go pick up Trixie and head to New Hope. What more needs to be said?
Okay, so Barbara and I made it to Brooklyn, and we're picking up Teresa.
It's about time.
We're a little late.
No, you're quite early. Take a picture of the address.
Take a picture of the address. Okay. Well, we won't put your address on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But Teresa always does her house so pretty. You know, she's got flowers. She's got her, of course, the seasonal flag in front of the door.
It has to be there. It has to.
Honest to God, Teresa. Honest to God. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, so
We're blogging?
We're blogging.
We're
We're blogging. Right.
You got your hair.
I did.
Very nice.
Thank
I like
you.
it. I'm going to cut mine on Monday.
Well, there you go. The way New Hope supports the cure for breast cancer. So one of the first places we stopped was Exquisite Earth, winner of the 2015 Happenings list. It is a beautiful shop with all sorts of spectacular jewelry, but what's really impressive is the natural energy piece to the store and the use of gems, amber, crystals, semi-precious gems, and the artistic quality is just outrageous.
Very unique.
Really unique. Barbara, how much do we love this store?
Love the store.
Love this.
If you're in this neighborhood, you really
You have
need.
to. You owe it to yourself. And for those of you in energetic healing and feng shui, you think you've died and went to heaven.
Or at least Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Beautiful stones. Those of you in massage services or Reiki services, I mean, the quality of the stones and the gems, where you can feel it as soon as you walk in the front door. Okay, so again, we're in Exquisite Earth, and they do have a website, exquisiteearth.com, and I'm told they have a small e-commerce. But if you're ever in this section of Pennsylvania, you owe it to yourself.
It's a must.
It's a must. You heard it from Barbara. It's a must. So where else would three professional caregivers go but fresh handmade chocolate of New Hope? This is pretty decadent. Okay, they talk about fresh strawberries covered in chocolate all day, every day. But what I want to bring to your attention here is some of their specialty items. Where would we be without chocolate-covered bacon? White chocolate-dipped dog bones. Oh my word. Chocolate with chili peppers or chipotle peppers. Chocolate-covered fortune cookies. Very diverse. Okay, jams, chocolate-dipped biscotti, local honey. Oh my. Country fresh chocolate. Okay, so New Hope Chocolatier. If you ever get to this section, boy, don't miss this. So this house has been described to us by the locals as Diagon Alley meets Dr. Zeus.
It's like Willy Wonka's treehouse.
Willy Wonka's treehouse. Okay, for those of you who remember old Willy. But this is just a grouping of like 6 or 8 houses that artists put together, and it's like a little neighborhood within the neighborhood. And we're just really backed up literally onto the canal. So, but just, honest to Lord, this is just so pretty. I can't imagine trying to dig yourself out
Well, you're right. I don't think I could
in the
get
winter,
there in the winter time, 'cause I could never walk.
but
I'll be on the floor crawling. I'll be one of those creepy people.
I can't imagine
I
shoveling.
think I would like to come vacation up here like now.
Yes,
Yeah.
vacationing
If it was
here
a house,
now.
You have to
That
come
we
over
can
here
rent
and
for
then
the
turn
fall.
around.
If we could rent a house up here for the fall for a couple of weekends, I would love that.
Okay, well, we'll put it on the list.
And Eddie's nice. And what was his neighbor's name?
I never got his neighbor's
I didn't
name.
get his neighbor's name.
It's neighbor.
Look at
Turn
that
around
house.
and look at this tree house.
Doesn't it look like a tree house?
Yeah, it does.
And it connects to this one, which is like
Like
a rhombus.
A what?
a rhombus. Rhombus. Don't you remember your trigonometry?
I just you meant a rumpus, like jumping up and down, a rumpus.
You know, you just got party on your mind. So this is the Dr. Zeus type house?
Right. And you can just go right on under, and then the
Okay.
canal's right to the left. They
Okay.
trained it because they're doing some work.
Okay.
But and then if you need to, you know, the tattoo shop is right here. I don't know
Oh,
if any
okay.
of you
Well,
guys
we're
was gonna
desperate
get a
for those.
tattoo
Sure.
today, but you could get one of those
Yeah.
while you're here.
Teresa's a little obsessed with learning how to ride a motorcycle, so I'm sure a tattoo is
Oh
on
well,
our
this
future.
is and that guy, he's got a motorcycle, and he lives down on the other side of his house, and he literally takes his motorcycle out, rides around the corner.
Teresa's not coming back with
Teresa,
us.
I see.
And then there were two.
We've been dumped.
Right.
We've been dumped by better, you know? Jeez. We love her like a sister. So again, this is the artist Nye, N-E-Y's house. Absolutely magnificent. And again, these skylights were built in such a fashion so that the artist would have northern light consistent throughout the day for when he was working. What a brilliant thing to do. So, let's go find out where Teresa is. I think Teresa made a new friend and she's about to...
vines that grow, but it looks like almost like hands. And it's just so beautiful. Look at this tree,
I know.
isn't it? And this reminds me because the way it was growing down, but it grows down into the ground. And you build a beautiful tree house. And he doesn't destroy the tree at all. You know, it's really nice. Yeah, it's on,
Ed, do you do all the gardening yourself?
Yeah.
What, it must give you a tremendous amount of pleasure because you just have created something very, very special.
I said like a little piece of heaven.
A little piece of heaven. Really?
With Ed.
This is beautiful. I can feel the weather change.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to
Take
meet you.
care.
Enjoy it. Nice to meet you.
So for those of you who are wondering what the point of this video is, I really just want to stress how important it is to have your friends around you. And Lord knows, laughter is the best medicine.
It is.
So
It is.
one of the things that the three of us always do when we are together, and we're not together that often or nowhere
smear
near
our
as
mascara.
often as we want, is we have to put our makeup on several times a day because these ladies are just too damn funny. Okay? So, Barbara, for our listeners, okay, you are a specialist in dementia care. Barbara is has a degree in therapeutic recreation. All right, so if you wanted to take your family member on an outing, just some things that you might need to think about or consider.
Well, the most important thing is having continuity so that you don't take them that much out of their schedule. So with that in mind, you bring the things that make them comfortable. You bring the things that are soothing, maybe an iPod with some really familiar and music that they love. Emotional memories maintain much longer than any other type of memory. And go with a good sense of humor because you never know where it's going to bring you. The most important thing is the relationship, and that's something that, you know, doesn't make a difference where you go, what you do, but the bond that exists there, even with someone with dementia, is really more important than anything.
Right. So if you're not able to hold on to old memories, making new ones, even if you're the only one who can remember them.
It's all it really, you're in the moment. And you can't worry about what tomorrow brings. You're really just in the moment, and
Right.
that's all that matters.
So what are we learning a little bit today about accessibility, though?
It sucks here.
So the three of us have a few orthopedic issues, and we're watching out for each other. But you definitely, this is a restaurant that is wheelchair accessible. But New Hope itself, unfortunately, is not. It's got a lot of cobblestones, very narrow sidewalks, and you really need to be ambulatory. I would think someone with a cane or even a walker might be challenged in New Hope. So Teresa, you have a mom who's very functional and in her 80s. Would Millie love to come to New Hope? Would she do well in coming for an outing like this?
Yes and no. I would have to bring her very, very early where there's not too many people, because again, the streets are narrow and Millie is deaf. Even though she does walk, she's too funny.
What?
And the streets are very narrow and people would bump into her. And I'd be afraid for her. Again, we'd have to be very early. I don't even think New Hope would be up. But Millie would be.
All right. So, things to think about when you're planning a family outing. So, with your older parent, my dad walked with a cane, and he would have a hard time here. So things to think about in general would be, you want places that would have benches. If you can Google map the town before you go for the family outing and just check out parks, areas, benches, the quality of the sidewalks. Although cobblestone is lovely and very appealing, it is not the place for an elder with ambulation issues. Certainly places that have restrooms.
Definitely.
Okay, and I think Barbara made a great point. An iPod with some comforting music on it, if someone was to all of a sudden start to get agitated for whatever reason, putting that iPod on can really be very, very helpful. So, all right, we're going to have coffee and cake now. So we've left New Hope and we took the Route 202 south for about 15 minutes, and we are now at the Pedels Village, which is really a collection of little stores, all just in a village format, everything with unique artistry pieces, Christmas pieces, and of course things to celebrate the fall. Seems very lovely. This is what Halloween decorations look like in an artsy community, but this is Pedels Village. All right, and this is another winner, Teresa. You did good.
I got a million of them.
This is a court, and Pedels Village is made up of various stores like this, all very eclectic, all very artsy. Some of them very botanical, some of them devoted to jewelry, arts, certainly crafts. And again, very lovely. It's a wonderful family outing. But again, you can see the cobblestone walkways, and they are uneven. So if you are coming here with families that might have ambulation issues, you may have to really take some really good close care on keeping them safe.